Alrighty, well, I kind of got ahead of myself here. Look at the yard. Man, what a difference. I got some more videos coming out that I never put out yet of how all this come to be. But this is just going to be a little quick video. Just a little, I'm still here. Don't worry. I just been busy doing a bunch of yard work. I guess I'll give a little tiny quick reveal. Steve had that case going there. And after we built the mud pit, we tickled up the driveway. And look at her in here now. So I've been mowing and trimming and trying to get her nice looking, organizing the old YouTube set will be down there eventually. But look at her. Look at her. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but there'll be another video coming out right away. Well, where's your tennis ball? Where is it? Well, you go find it and I'll throw it. I think there's one right by the truck. Well, I don't know where the tennis ball is. If you find one, I'll throw it. I think there's 7 right now in the yard, Charlie. So you just gotta find one, baby. But yeah, so anyway. Yeah, all I want to do now is paint the house this summer. And I got a trip back east planned. And then fucking minty. Oh, cursed already within the first 2 minutes. Well, you know what, YouTube, you're not monetizing me anyway, so we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Steve lent me his dump trailer, which is minty mint. Started cleaning up all back here. I'm gonna organize all the rest of this tonight, but oh yeah,
that's fine.
We'll just,
and as you can tell,
uploading a video to TikTok. If anybody's on there. Oh, look at the sassy garden. Look at that. A bunch of involuntary stuff growing. That's fine. And lots of weeds because everything else has been busy. But oh, look under here. Imagine if you're a little kid, how crazy you get on this. Oh, it's like Alice in Wonderland in here. Not pretty sweet tree. Steve and Jackie were over and they insisted that it must have got cleaned out and they did a damn fine job because it looks sweet. Eventually I'm going to trench all this and then I'll put mulch in here so that I can run the mower out to wherever the line is. I'll keep it, you know. Man, 2:59, distracted already. I wish I was proud enough to say that was a record for me, but it's actually a pretty good time. So yeah, I got all in here cleaned out. Organized in the junkyard in the back, which you'll see in the other video. But anyway, that was just a little quick rundown, guys. A little quick update. Everybody's fine. Well, go find your ball. Go find it. Yeah, right. I don't have any more. That's a lie. I got 3 more in the car, but how many am I going to run over with the mower this year? Because I've already run over 3, so, and I've given her like 6 fucking balls, so anyway, I got this generator at the dump last weekend, 2 weekends ago. It don't matter. And the whole reason I bought it was because on Amazon, this pull cord, which also fit my 6.5 horse Briggs & Stratton, was 29 bucks. So it would have been like 35 bucks by the time I got it. And this one was free. And while I give her a little, she's got compression, she turns over, and she made it out the intake. So she's gonna do something. So let's just on, broke off, but on, and we can stab that. Oh, I can't see a thing, eh? It's broke off, but it's there, so I can, if it trips, I can flip her back. I'll put that guy on. And well, the reason this thing was thrown away was because the sending unit rotted out. And you can't really see in there, but I can assure you the whole inside of the tank looks like that. And I might just cut a little piece of plexiglass, drill 2 holes, silicone it, and call her good. And I mean, you take the cap off, you'll know if there's fuel in it, if it's out of fuel. I'll get a stick, you know, fancy like. Oh, and then I gotta get the little grommet to go in here. And I'll put a little fuel shut off right there, too. But, for today's science, choke, run. Was it a good buy? And by buy, I mean dragging it home in my truck. Well, it already was, because that was 30 bucks, so that's way too much, everybody's saying. And it'll blow up the engine, but it won't. Oh, yeah. Well, let's get you a little... Ain't nothing wrong with that. Wow, that's exciting. Now, I gotta find... I hope we didn't throw it out the other day. And by we, I don't mean me. Because if anybody knows me, I don't throw nothing out. Ever. I mean, look around. However... Oh, there's a candidate fuel tank. If anybody's got carburetors... for these little 125 CC Suzukis, they want more for them carburetors, like good ones, than what the bike's worth, really. And I'd really like to get that fixed up and brought back to the lady that owns it, but I mean, how much money do you want to spend on? Okay, where were we? Distracted. That's right. Alrighty then. So it's a little digging. Well, finding this little tank that I knew I had took more time probably than the whole task. But I mean, I just want to test this thing, right? Like, and plastic don't rust. So look at that fancy safety loop down there, which will probably cause it to not flow right. So we'll just. Oh, yeah. Now she won't lose any downward. Make sure you cut your fuel line. Make sure you cut your fuel line before you stick it on there. Luckily, I didn't have an adapter, so I just slid that on as far as I could with a little spit, and she fit perfectly. Okay. I'll edit this out, I'm sure. Probably gonna forget it, so I mean, it's the way she goes. Can't believe this fuel line isn't leaking yet. Usually when I say that is when it started leaking. Oh, minty. Okay, well, since this carburetor doesn't seem to have a primer bubble, we'll now see, guys go and screw up and they just right in there. That's wrong. You stuff that breather foam back in there, and then give that breather foam, give it something to absorb, fellas. Don't just let it evaporate. All right, I got a little tool here, and pulling fuel yet, but see how long it ran with that soaked? Just loves it. You getting fuel out there, little guy? Well, why don't we find out? 'Cause, I mean, if all that junk come down with it, oh, and I had a 10 mil right there a minute ago. Idiot. Oh well. So And that's the way she goes. You want to make those other 25 steps, or you just want to make it work with vice grips and fight with it the wrong way for a couple times. And all right, enough joking around. Never go get the right tool if you got vice grips there. So I believe, yeah, the float is stuck. Okay, well, that's all right. I mean, I don't know why this gravity feed system isn't working. Actually, let's try a little mouse power here. Whew. Nothing, not a drop. Doesn't leak anyway. Yeah, as I was pushing down on it, I was like, well, there ain't much room for air. So I got lots of push on it, but as soon as I stopped, she just right down the yap. Mint. Make sure I light a cigarette right away. That'll fix it. Well, now I'm gonna go get the actual 10 mil so I can pull that bowl off and figure out where that float stuck. Be right back. And now here's something I'm curious about. Pulling this bowl off. Yeah, I guess I could have pulled all that crap off too, but whatever. So, what I want to know is if, once this is out, and this is off, will it actually pull fuel when the float's down? Oh. Oh. Oh, I mean, as long as you got a feller working the brake can. Oh, no, that's not what I like. Oh, I mean, I guess. Because, I don't know if you can see it or not. How about now? Nope. No, you'll have to, come on, sneak in there. Anyway, that needle valve is dropping. Dropping it now. Wow. I mean, why isn't it getting the fuels? Like, I mean, I know if I pull this off, it's just going to piss fuel all over me. Well, here it goes, I guess. Oh, it just needs a spike. Get on there. Oh, remember that break in the fuel line I was talking about? Oh, yeah. Remember that break in the line? Just started pissing out there. Okay, come on now. Now you're getting fuel. Start getting fuel. I mean, aren't you gonna clean all the jets and shit? No. I mean, I am, yeah, but this is purely for the test of will all the... Come on. Come on. You can do it, little fuel. Well, dang it. Looks like I am pulling it apart. Well. I mean, when your jet's full of rust, come on, why won't you? Yeah, well, you're gonna have to take my word for it, I guess. It is pretty rusty. Oh, I can't even see the hole in it. That's always good. The rest of the carb looks minty, though. All right, well, yeah, you know what, maybe we'll just, after these messages, I'll be right back. All right, well, I got a little distracted with supper there. But I mean, if you want to see fancy, would you gander at that? Look how beautiful that is. And yeah, I blew the carburetor out and just hemorrhaging fuel profusely. But the jets are just so rusted in there. I might just look for a cheap carburetor, but I'm gonna soak it first in vinegar or something, just dripping. Well, I mean, good thing there's only a 500 milliliter or whatever tank on it. So instead of going with ether, I'll just use a little brake clean. Gets a nice even fog on that. I mean, anybody saying anything like, fuck, I got it from the dump for free, so it's gonna get crushed. So let's turn this guy on. Check. See if she makes power. Oh. Well, there ain't nothing wrong with that free generator. Mint. Because I made a carburetor for this thing on Amazon. It's like 40 bucks. I mean, who's going to spend that money, right? Not me, but... Oh, I might have another generator. Oh, stick you back in there, little breather. Back where you belong. But you know, it's a lot quieter than that 10,000 watt. And that's all I'm really going for. I mean, I need something I can throw a liter in and get 3,500 watts for an hour or something. I mean, I'll take a jerry can with me, obviously. And I just put that on there because it's free and I had it and whatever. Because like that big one will run for like 12 hours on 20 liters or something. And this one should run for like an hour on a liter, so should be a lot better on fuel for just pissing around in the yard. Oh, are we still zoomed in? Well, that's gonna do it for this episode. Just kind of want to go for a little tour in the yard, and there is another video I'm putting up of how all this brushing started. I might already put it out, I don't know, but what a great day. Yard's finally cleaned up. Garden's growing like crazy. The only problem is I didn't weed yet. That's, but I mean, whatever. How many things can you do in a day? So I'm fine with it. But, oh yeah. It's a jungle over there. But, anyway, thanks a lot, guys. Please share and subscribe, and catch you on the next one. Cheers.